In this video, we will be looking at the microscopic view of electric current. That is, we talk about drift velocity, we derive the expression for it, we will talk about the electric current and the expression for the electric current in terms of number density of electrons and the drift velocity, and also we will talk about mobility. If you take a neutral conductor, that means a piece of conductor, a piece of metal for that matter, it's a metal, and what happens is, in a metal there are trillions and trillions of atoms in any piece of conductor. And what happens, these atoms, because it is a solid, these atoms are fixed, they are arranged. They are not fixed actually at a particular point about which they move to and fro or up and down, but they cannot move from one place to another place. So the atoms are restricted to move about their main position. They cannot move from one place to another place. But the electrons in those atoms, they can easily escape from the atom. When one or more electrons escape from the atom becomes positively charged, so they become ions. So in a piece of conductor, positive ions are fixed and they'll be just vibrating about their main positions. Only the electrons escaped from that atoms move anywhere in this conductor. So in any piece of metal, electric current is due to free electrons. Those electrons are called free because they are no longer revolving around the atom. They are just moving about the metal. They are just whizzing around the metal. But the trouble is, though they escaped from the atom, they cannot escape from the metal piece because it's a neutral piece. When one electron tries to go out, this metal becomes short of electronic charge. So when electron number negative, the metal becomes positive, and hence that will pull the electron back. So the electrons cannot easily escape from the metal. So you need to provide electrons with lots of energy to escape from the metal. Now these free electrons move randomly in the metal. Okay, but because electrons are not given any condition, so they are randomly moving. So at any point of time, if you take a cross section anywhere, and number of electrons crossing this side will be equal to number of electrons crossing this side. Hence there is no net electric current. So I is equal to 0. So though the electrons, the free electrons are in motion, the net electric current is 0 because they are not moving in a definite direction. Because if a free electron, if you look at, there are millions of free electrons also, they will just move and hit one positive ion, they will hit another electron, they will actually return from this place, and then it will go back again here, and then they will go back again here, it will come back again here. After a while, what electron starts, they seem to be moving forward, and then again they come back. So the net motion becomes 0. But to facilitate these electrons to move in a particular direction, you need to force them. So we call this electromotive force. Electromotive force is not a force, it is basically a source of potential difference. It's a source of potential difference. We call it battery. So the battery with positive terminal is higher potential, whose negative terminal at lower potential. Because there is a potential difference, these electrons move from one potential to another potential. Generally, electrons move from lower potential to higher potential. Positive charges move from higher potential to lower potential. Here, the electrons move from negative charge to positive charge, but the positive ions, because these positive ions are not moving at all, because these positive ions are not moving at all doesn't mean that there is no current, because here the current is due to flow of electrons. So the direction of current is the direction of positive charge, or it is opposite to the direction of flow of electrons. So if you have a piece of conductor, this conducts electricity only when we apply, only when we connect a source of potential difference. But this is only a source of potential difference. The battery is only a source of potential difference. This is not a source of electron, not a source of electrons. So this potential difference is only pushing the electrons to move in a particular direction. This is also called electromotive force, but this is not a force. This is not a force. What is it? Electromotive force is energy. It's because potential difference, right? Because it's energy. Energy required to force the free electrons to move in a particular direction is called EMF or electromotive force. Hence, electromotive force's unit is not the unit of force, it is a unit of potential difference, volt. And by the way, EMF is not a source of electron, it is only a source of potential difference, and it only forces the electron to move in a particular direction. Okay, so now how the electrons move? When the electron move from one point to another point, before which it might collide with another positive ion, or it might collide with another electron, or it might again collide with one more electron or one more electron, like that. So there are millions of collisions taking place in 1 second. Though within 1 second, millions of collisions. So what is the time taken between two successive collision? It is actually 1 to millionth, or 1 millionth of a time, or 1 millionth of a second. So within that time, because you are providing potential difference, the electron, potential difference means we know that electric field is equal to dV by dr, or potential difference per unit length. So electric field is V by L. Suppose L is the length of the conductor and V is the potential difference you are applying, then electric field is equal to V by L, that we know. So because there is electric field, there is also electric force. There is also electric force. How do we define electric field? Electric field is force per unit charge. Then what is electric force? Electric force is equal to charge into electric field. Because you are applying electric potential difference, there is electric field, and that electric field is potential difference across the conductor by the length of the conductor. So there is a force on charge Q. But here what is moving around is electron. The charge of the electron is E. Then the force on electron will be equal to E times E. Force of electron in a conductor is E times E. Because there is force, there is acceleration. Because there is force, there is acceleration. Acceleration, we know that force is equal to mass into acceleration, and hence acceleration is equal to force by mass. What is force? Force under the action of electric field is charge into electric field. Here electrons are moving, electronic charge into electric field by mass m. There is acceleration. So between two collisions, suppose the average time is tau, we call it average relaxation time. So the time interval between two successive collisions is average relaxation time. So the distance traveled between two successive collisions is called mean free path. Mean free path. The time between two successive collisions is average relaxation time. The distance traveled between two successive collisions is mean free path. So there is acceleration. Because there is acceleration, it is picking up speed. That speed we call drift velocity. So the drift velocity, we know that equations of motion, v is equal to u plus at. Suppose one electron comes over here, it hits one electron or one positive ion, it comes to 0. Then from 0, because of the electric field, there is a force. Because of the force EE, there is an acceleration. Because of the acceleration, it is accelerated. So the velocity gained v is equal to u plus at. u is immediately after collision, the initial velocity is 0. Before making another collision, its speed increases. Because this time is average time, then the velocity gained in this equation is average velocity. That average velocity is called drift velocity. So if v is drift velocity, u is 0, a is E by m, and this t is tau, average relaxation time. So drift velocity is equal to a into, and a is actually E by m, so E by m into tau. If you rearrange that, we can write drift velocity as E tau by m into electric field. This E tau by m is called mobility. Hence, this can further be written as drift velocity is equal to mobility into electric field. Because this can further be written as mobility can be written as drift velocity by electric field. If electric field is 1, mobility is equal to drift velocity. Hence, mobility can be defined as drift velocity for 1 unit of electric field. So we can say that mobility is drift velocity per unit electric field. Mobility is drift velocity per unit electric field. What is the unit of drift velocity? Unit of mobility is unit of drift velocity by unit of electric field. Unit of drift velocity is meter per second, because velocity's unit is meter per second, and electric field is volt per meter, then meter square, volt power minus 1, second power minus 1. So the unit of mobility is meter square, volt power minus 1, second power minus 1, and mobility is defined as drift velocity per unit electric field. And drift velocity is the velocity with which electrons are drifted towards the higher potential. How you know? If there is a higher potential over here and there is a lower potential here, the electrons through multiple collisions, it will slowly move from, after a while, after some time, it moves from here to here. So it doesn't go linearly from here to here like this. After several collisions, through random motion, they are slowly moving towards the higher potential. That velocity is a few centimeters per second. So the order of drift velocity is a few centimeter per second. So drift velocity is the velocity with which electrons are getting drifted towards the higher potential. Mobility is the drift velocity per unit electric field, and the unit of mobility is meter square, volt inverse, second inverse. And know that drift velocity is not the speed of electrons, while the speed of free electrons is 1 or 2,000 kilometer per second, 1 or 2,000 kilometer per second, but drift velocity is only few centimeters per second. Because drift velocity is, they are moving very fast but slowly drifting towards the positive potential. So drift velocity is the velocity with which electrons are getting drifted towards the higher potential, and speed of free electrons is different, drift velocity is different.